So on Jordan, I know one of the things that he like really popularized him was the Bill C-16, which is like
Mhm.
basically mandating that. Well, they tried to mandate use of preferred pronouns
Yeah.
with like actual. I don't know if it was criminal or some sort of like
Yeah.
penalty if you didn't obey that law. I'm curious because he's a proponent of free speech. You're a proponent of free speech. What do you think the media's role in terms of like, should they have like some sort of obligation to tell you the truth? Are they?
Hmm.
Is there some sort of law that they should then be obeying, or would that then go against free speech if they
Yeah.
just want to say whatever they want to say? Because they have a lot of power. They can influence elections. They can do so much.
Yeah.
Should there ever be laws that force the media, hold their feet to the fire a little bit, or do you think that's an infringement of free speech?
Yeah. The one word answer is no. I mean, there's no law that you could put in place that will force them to tell the truth. And you can always whittle. I mean, this is what lawyers do at trials, like getting people to whittle away and say things in certain ways so you're never really saying the truth or anything else. Like, we don't need more laws right now. Actually, what we need is exactly what happened. The media lied about so much. We've already illustrated it several times here, that what happened, an entire new media ecosystem developed. Jordan Peterson, who I believe to the extent that someone might actually be a prophet on earth, I believe he could be. Like, if you view the world, if there are prophets, if there are angels, if there are people that have some gift that is beyond us, I think Jordan has done more good for this world than certainly anyone that I've ever known or been in contact with or anything else. Why Jordan rose? Because he went against a government that was trying to infringe on free speech. So I don't know that there could have, we have it from an American perspective, of course, because we have the First Amendment. We have all the laws we need around speech. I do not want any more laws. You know, basically, you can't violently threaten somebody. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater with the intent to do harm. And then we have incredibly tight libel and slander laws. That's it. That basically is it. And I'm completely fine with that. Again, it's a better mousetrap argument. The argument would be, let them lie. And as long as we have a free internet to whatever extent that it's free, then the better ideas will bubble up and you're going to get your Jordan Petersons and you guys are going to be able to do whatever you want and I'm going to be able to do whatever I want, and then the chips will fall where they may.
You speak very positively of Jordan, and you actually did, like, I think you've done like over 200 tours, not tours, but like stops on
yeah.
different tours with Jordan,
Yeah.
like opening for him or like talking on stage with him, et cetera, et cetera. In fact, I think you might have been the first person to interview him after the Bill C-16 video too, which is just crazy. That was like,
Yeah,
how
it
many,
was
8
it was
years
8
ago or
years ago
something?
this week. It was November 18th, 2016. Yeah.
So you're very familiar with him. What would you say are some of the most impactful things that you've learned from him? And what is something about him that may surprise people?
The best thing that I can say about Jordan is that he is the exact same person off camera that he is on camera. The exact same person. There is literally no daylight. I was in Scottsdale doing his 500th podcast a couple days ago, and I'm literally, it's the end of the night, and I'm in the hot tub with Jordan, his wife, Dr. Oz, and his wife. Nothing weird happened. But that Jordan Peterson in the hot tub at the end of a long day of work and interviews and writing and doing podcasts is the same exact guy talking about the same exact things that he's talking about on air. He is the most decent human being I've ever met. You know, try to imagine the level of fame that he's attained, but it's not just normal fame. It's one thing if you're a musician and you're famous, or you're an athlete and you're famous. You know, somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Oh man, Michael Jordan, I love that move in the '92 finals, and like it's more you. I play basketball better because you all that stuff, whatever. I love your music, whatever." Jordan literally has taken hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people and made them stand up straight with their shoulders back, right? He's gotten people to clean their room first before they started cleaning the world. And I think some of the ordering that we're seeing in the world right now is because of Jordan Peterson directly. And sort of where we started was, if I've had a little something to do with elevating Jordan, then man, I did enough probably here on this planet. I really believe that. You know, the amount of people that he got off drugs, the amount of people who mended relationships with their parents or brothers or sisters, people that got better jobs. I could tell you so many stories of crazy things that happened. Like when we were in Sweden and the plane was about to take off and they were literally moving the bridge from the plane, and a guy in an orange vest, because he was one of the luggage guys from downstairs, saw Jordan and he ran onto the plane as the thing was moving to tell Jordan in the craziest way, "My God, you've changed my life. I got this job because of you. I was on drugs on the plane." And they were like, "Sorry, you're gonna have to get off the plane." But the guy probably got fired after that. Who knows what happened? But like, like that's just one of a million things that I saw. To be on stage with this guy, I always thought it was incredible because I had the best seat in the house every night because, we'd be in front of 5 or 8 or 10,000 people, but I would be right behind him on stage. So I could see everybody. I could see him doing his walk back and forth, and he's kind of like a panther, just going back and forth like this. And I could see everybody, and almost without exclusion, for however many hundreds of thousands of people we performed for, you'd never see anyone break eye contact, stare at him the entire time. But you'd see people crying. You'd see people in with the most open look that they could possibly ever have because they were having realizations about their lives. It was absolutely incredible. So the best thing I can say about him is that he is authentically the person that you know him to be.